Hello, Burn Along community. My name is Deborah Frew. I'm with Better Health Coaching. You can find me at deborahfrew.com or deborahfrew@gmail.com. Thank you for watching my video today. Nutrition and mental health, does it matter? Yes, 100% it does. Nutrition can support your mental health. There's a lot of research out there, and more evidence is accumulating. In fact, there's been so much research lately on nutrition and how it can support one when one is feeling depressed, anxious, or other types of mental health diagnoses. So much new information that the universities are now considering a brand new discipline, and they call it nutritional psychiatry. In the next 3 years, a curriculum is being developed so that this brand new degree can be earned. So let's dive into the research just for a second and learn which nutrients support brain health. Number 1, omega-3 fatty acids. This has really been talked about for at least 15 years. So back when I was a dietetic student, omega-3 fatty acids were being studied in their role at heart health, and now they're also being studied in their role at brain health. So bottom line is, it's not a brand new idea. Omega-3 fatty acids does seem to help stabilize different tissues within the brain, and it can also possibly affect cognitive function, the ability to think, focus, and concentrate in a good way. And there are lots of good sources of omega-3 fatty acids. But before we jump into that, I'd like to explain, what is an omega-3 fatty acid? Well, here's a good picture. At the very bottom of the box, you'll see an unsaturated chain, an unsaturated fatty acid. And at the top of the box, you'll see a saturated fatty acid. And you'll notice that C is the backbone of both of these chemical compounds. C stands for carbon. When we're dealing with omega-3 fatty acids, it simply means that at the third carbon junction, and you can look at the picture and you can see carbon number 1, number 2, number 3, it's in red. At the third carbon junction, there's a double bond, a special kind of bond between the third carbon and the fourth carbon. In essence, that's an omega-3 fatty acid, and it can be found in a variety of foods. For example, we can see avocados, different nuts and seeds. We can see salmon, different types of cold water fish, trout, cod liver oil, and smaller amounts it can be found a little bit in eggs and chia seeds. Certainly you can supplement with omega-3 fatty acids, and I believe there are supplements out there right now based on krill. So the bottom line is, you can find omega-3s in the plant kingdom and in the animal kingdom, both of them. And if you're curious, feel free to check out the National Institutes of Health source. It's supplemental fact sheets, dietary supplemental fact sheets for consumers or healthcare professionals. They will list all types of sources for omega-3 fatty acids, including English walnuts, one of my favorites. Now, the current research has really hyper-focused on B12, B6, and riboflavin. Many nutrients do support brain health, but the bulk of the research, when you look at the majority of the research out there, they really like to focus on B12, B6, riboflavin, omega-3 fatty acids, and the B vitamins can be found in liver, in meats, in seafoods like shellfish, crab, even in eggs. Tempeh, which is fermented tofu, does contain a small amount of B12, 3% of the daily value if you're consuming 2,000 calories or so. So it's difficult to get B12 if you're completely plant-based, but possible if you watch what you eat and if you supplement on top of that. For example, nutritional yeast contains large amount of vitamin B12. This nutrient is so critical, I just got to talk about it for another second or so. If one is deficient in B12, it can lead to brain damage. So please check your sources and then eat accordingly. Now, B vitamins, all of them, the family of B vitamins, are also necessary to produce energy. So we need energy to create new brain cells. So it's kind of logical, actually. Again, B vitamins can be found in salmon, leafy greens, liver, eggs, beef, oysters, legumes, chicken, turkey, and yogurt. And those are just a few sources. Again, I just love the National Institutes of Health dietary supplement fact sheets. If you look at the professional fact sheets, they will list quite a few sources in our everyday diet. Vitamin D, a ton of research. We've talked about this for at least a decade now. Sunshine is the #1 source. Get outside. Walk, run, swim, bike, chase the dog, chase kids, sit in a chair and rock. However you can get your vitamin D, sunshine is king. It is the #1 way to easily obtain this critical nutrient. And now if you would like to eat dietary sources containing vitamin D, there's mushrooms grown under UV light. So I just want to be clear here. Some mushrooms contain vitamin D while others do not. It depends how the mushroom is grown. Cold fatty fish found in the deeper waters, cod, salmon, trout, are also significant sources of vitamin D. Now, I don't know about you, but my father hates fish. He won't touch fish. Good news, he lives in North Carolina, lots of sunshine. He goes out for a walk every single day. Folate is a really critical nutrient as it relates to mental health, depression, and anxiety. And folate can easily be found in dark leafy greens, all kinds of dark leafy greens. So feel free to experiment with here. Buy something new at the grocery store. And just remind yourself, hey, I'm supporting my mental health every time I eat something green. If the taste of most greens do not appeal to you, consider cooking them in a very creative way. For example, could you bake them and turn them into crunchy type of chip substances? Now, I will confess, I haven't researched if you bake dark leafy greens, will it change the folate? I don't know the answer to that, so please feel to check it out. But my favorite way to eat them, I will either saute them with olive oil, salt, and lemon juice, or sometimes I will eat them raw, or sometimes I will lightly cook them in broth. If you're looking to lose weight and you want to avoid adding fat to the diet, there are many, many ways to cook your greens so they taste good but aren't high in calories. Many, many ways. Polyphenols. Oh, bright color. Bright color, a substance that is found in many plants and gives the flowers, fruits, and veggies their bright, bold colors. When they talk about eat the colors of the rainbow, this is what they're referring to. These particular phytonutrients do support brain health. So if you're feeling blue, try a blueberry. I know that's kind of a dry humor joke, so forgive me there. But the point is, the more color you can add to your diet, the more it will support your mental health. Here are my resources. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a star rating. I'm Deborah Frew with Better Health Coaching. I'm here to help you take control of your health. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.